I remember when I was about 8 years old, I walked up to my sister and I asked her that is growing up fun? That's not actually what I meant by that question, but I was a bit curious about how growing up was because as a child, I had a bit of a struggle with being the best version of myself, obviously. And here was her reply. She looked at me, she looked at what she was doing, she continued what she was doing, and just said yes casually. And the actions that came along with the response spoke volumes than even the response itself. I knew that there was something attached to growing up, and I knew that I had to get it right, one way or the other. So my curious mind just started coming up with some assumptions about adulthood. Today I'll be talking about the lies I told myself about adulthood, and these are not just what I told myself, these are kind of some things that other young people, teenagers, young adults have about adulthood. So if that sounds exciting, let's get right into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Clement, I'm a young adult and I am documenting my journey to personal development and share my experiences with you as we journey together. So, 5 lies about adulthood that I told myself and a lot of young people tell themselves. So, number 1 is adulthood is a time for independence and no accountability. Well, the first part might be a little bit correct, but the second part, it is not so correct because adulthood is a time that you need to create accountability for yourself. As a teenager, a young person, or a child, you kind of have people around you asking you, have you done this, have you done that? And sometimes you might get overbearing at some point as a teenager. This questions or this level of accountability that you have as a child, it will be treasured in a few years from now when you become an adult, because you need someone to sometimes ask about some things. You need somebody to open up about some things too, and you might not have the people to actually ask you, so you just have to voluntarily and consciously, intentionally open up to them. So being accountable is not a thing of being of childhood. It's something that you need to take upon yourself as an adult. And number 2 lie I told myself about adulthood is that you automatically become perfect or effective as an adult. Which cannot be more far from the truth. Nobody just become perfect suddenly. Perfection and effectiveness is a journey and it's a process. And why adults seems to be more perfect or effective in their work is that they have over time practiced and become close to perfect in decision making and making life choices that determines the trajectory of their lives. So that's why adults kind of look a bit perfect and effective in everything they do. The third lie I told myself about adulthood is that adults don't make mistakes, they are always right. Adults are human beings too. I don't understand why I had that thought or why that thought came to my mind, but I kind of felt that no adult can do wrong and whatever they say is correct, is right. Yes, in most cases, to be frank, adults are correct, but not always. There are times I allow that mindset even affects the kind of person I am. When adults say things about me, I take that hook, line, and sinker, and meanwhile they were wrong, and I just needed to understand my own personal identity. Adults should not frame your identity for you. Adults should not decide who you are. They may be right with some things, but determining who you are this, you are that, that is not correct. The first wrong impression I had about adulthood is that, Clement, you can now have a girlfriend. That is wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. As an adult, yes, you tend to want to have a girlfriend, especially when you're a guy, or even a lady, you tend to want to have a boyfriend. Even as a teenager, but there's more to life than having a girlfriend. And when I discovered this, it was liberating because I was tied to having the mindset of when I become an adult, when I'm at this certain age, I'll have a girlfriend and we'll live happily ever after, as if that's the only thing that came into life. So I just had to, discover other things that are actually valuable to me and will make me a better person, because that is the important thing. It's not having a relationship that is so important. It's about being the right person in a relationship. I'm not going to preach about relationships today. Maybe in a very, 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 very future video. Okay, number 5 thing that I told myself, the 5th lie I told myself about adulthood is I'll stop when I'm an adult. Oh boy, this is a lie. You won't stop when you're an adult. whatever struggle that you have, whatever thing you want to stop as a teenager that you are now, or as a young person, it's better to stop it now. Find how to stop it now, because it will not stop automatically as an adult. The same consciousness that you need to stop it as a teenager is with the same consciousness and intentionality that you need to stop it as an adult. Whatever you need to stop, if you're addicted to something, you need to get that fixed before adulthood, honestly. That will save you a lot of stress. And also, this actually goes for starting something. There are some lies I tell yourself, I will start when I'm an adult. Trust me, you will not start when you're an adult. You need to try to start whatever you want to start. If you want to learn something new, you want to learn a skill, you want to start a business, you shouldn't wait for a milestone before you start working on that business, before you start trying to achieve your goals. You need to start early. You need to start now. But now is the best time for you to start. This is not me being a motivational speaker, but this is just the fact. If you wait till adulthood or you wait till a certain milestone, trust me, you will not start. That has been tested and tried by me. I've tested it, and a couple of people too will testify to it, that you don't actually really start if you have your mind set like that. So that's basically all for today's video, guys. These are just 5 lies I had about adulthood, and I didn't want you to go through the stress of discovering these were lies anyway. So I urge you to take this advice so that it will save you a lot of stress when you're growing up also. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'd like to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and I made a video about lessons I learned as a teenager. I will link the 2 videos here and here, and I would love you to watch them, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya, guys. Peace.